Employers could face a state investigation if they hire someone without proper immigration documentation. It's part of a major immigration enforcement bill that also expands who must be notified about federal immigration detainers. News 8's government reporter Garrett Bergquist is at the State House now to explain how this, Garrett, changes what's already on the books.
A Senate panel just approved that measure late this afternoon. The Trump administration is pushing state lawmakers to build on this past session's immigration enforcement bill, but this specific bill is already drawing criticism, both from people who say it goes too far and from those who say it doesn't go far enough. The bill prohibits employers from knowingly or recklessly hiring someone who is not authorized to work in the United States. Employers would not be held liable if they made a reasonable effort to check a person's status first. The state would investigate allegations and alert federal officials. The feds would handle enforcement.
We wanted to have local involvement, but we had to find the right place for that, again, because we didn't want to add another layer and put more burdens where it's unnecessary in law enforcement. So the Department of Labor in the state and IOSHA will put in standard procedures, and those allegations and investigations will be carried out as would be appropriate by that executive agency.
In addition, law enforcement agencies would have to comply with all immigration detainer requests and notify judges if a person in their custody is subject to one.
After a certain time, if in fact they are released by the local sheriff's office, at least that record of them having that detainer, so the next time maybe they don't have to go such a tedious process to find that information. Immigration
advocates say the new state law requiring sheriffs to notify immigration authorities already discourages immigrants from going to law enforcement for help. They say this will make it worse.
Those of us who opposed that initial bill this spring were raising concerns that it would lead to just this. And we were, kind of almost gaslit in a way. And, people were reassuring us that it would not lead to racial profiling. It would not lead to Fourth Amendment violations, whereas this bill seems to be explicitly covering that.
Brown killed a similar bill when it reached her committee during the last legislative session. She says this new version addresses concerns law enforcement raised, but the Attorney General's office says there are too many loopholes.
Senate Bill 76 is introduced. It did nothing to stop the employment of illegal aliens. And the enforcement provisions added by the amendment, putting that enforcement under Department of Labor, is not only unworkable, but it is likely also unconstitutional.
We're still very early in the legislative process. This bill now has to go to the full Senate. At the State House, I'm Garrett Bergquist for Wish TV and WishTV.com.